Hello, my name is Giles Whitehead, and today I'm going to read you a story. It's called Alex and Rosie Make a Wildlife Garden by David and Tone Blakesley. Alex and Rosie are very excited. They're going to visit a wildlife garden in Suffolk. This is Flatford RSPB Wildlife Garden, said Dad. We may get ideas to help wildlife in our garden. Cowslips and primroses were flowering in Flatford Garden. We could sow wildflower seed in our garden, said Rosie. Bumblebees were collecting pollen from garden flowers. We should plant garden flowers too, said Mum. Nearby, Alex and Rosie saw an enormous bee hotel. We could make a bee hotel, a little smaller, said Alex. There was a wildlife pond next to the bee hotel. Alex and Rosie were very excited to see a newt. Alex and Rosie had many ideas for their own garden, but they wanted to dig a pond first. They chose a part of the lawn. Then they marked the shape of the pond with string. Next, they dug up the turf. It was very hard work. Shallow water is best for wildlife, said Dad. They also dug a deeper area in the middle. Rosie removed the stones, whilst Alex added a layer of sand. They put a waterproof liner into the hole. Then they put soil and turf around the edge. They filled the pond with rainwater from the water butt. Finally, they planted some native pond plants. Pond skaters and back swimmers were the first to visit the pond. A few days later, a magnificent diving beetle visited. Mayflies arrived in the summer. Alex and Rosie also saw damselflies around the pond. One morning, Alex and Rosie heard a croaking sound. There was a frog in the pond. They were very excited. Back in the spring, after the pond was finished, the family thought about other parts of their garden. They cleared a patch of weeds and raked the soil. Then they carefully sowed some wildflower seed. Alex and Rosie watered the plants regularly. In summer, the wildflowers looked beautiful. We should join No Mow May, said Mum. Let's see what grows on our lawn. Wildflowers in the lawn attracted a lot of insects. They decided not to mow in June either. Mum wanted to plant some garden flowers. At the garden centre, they chose flowers good for pollinators. In summer, the flowers were magnificent. The flowers provided nectar and pollen for a lot of insects. I want to prune the ivy, said Dad. No, said Alex. Ivy is very good for wildlife. Ivy flowers attracted bees and other insects in the autumn. In the winter, thrushes and wood pigeons ate the ivy berries. Alex and Rosie made bee hotels with old plant pots. They packed their plant pots with hollow bamboo canes. They put their bee hotels in sheltered, sunny places. Leafcutter bees and mason bees nested in their bee hotels. In the autumn, Alex and Rosie thought about the birds. They hung bird feeders on the tree in their garden. Alex and Rosie enjoyed watching the birds every day. They kept a list of the birds that they saw. Alex and Rosie are very proud of their wildlife garden. Can you help wildlife in your garden? And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.